There used to be cafeterias in New York where the food was almost secondary to the conversation. You'd get your tray, pile on brisket and kasha, sit at a shared table with complete strangers, and immediately start arguing about politics. It was loud. It was chaotic. People would yell across tables. It was called Dubrow's cafeteria, and for 60 years it was where a certain kind of New Yorker went to eat, argue, and be heard. Dubrow's opened in 1929 in Manhattan and became an institution in the garment district. The concept was simple: cafeteria-style service with Jewish comfort food. You'd walk through a line with a tray pointing at what you wanted: corned beef, blintzes, matzo ball soup. Then you'd find a seat. What's interesting is that the seating was communal, long tables, strangers sitting together. And unlike most restaurants where people minded their own business, Dubrow's was designed for interaction. People read newspapers, talked politics, argued loudly. It was a public forum disguised as a cafeteria. Here's where it gets complicated. The arguments were part of the experience. Someone would read the paper out loud and offer an opinion. Someone else would disagree. Loudly, tables would join the debate. Waitresses would weigh in. It was democracy in action over chopped liver. And this is the detail that stands out most. Regulars had their tables. The garment workers sat in one section, the union guys in another, the intellectuals near the windows. Everyone knew where everyone else belonged. What people don't realize is that Dubrow's was more than food. It was community. For immigrants and first-generation Americans, it was where you spoke Yiddish, debated socialism, and felt at home. The food brought you in. The conversation kept you there. By the 1980s, the garment district was changing. Factories were closing. The neighborhood was emptying. Dubrow's customer base was literally dying off. Younger generations didn't want cafeteria food or political debates with strangers. Dubrow's closed in 1985 after 56 years. The building was demolished. The communal tables disappeared. The arguments stopped. Today, New York has plenty of Jewish delis, but none of them recreate what Dubrow's was: a loud, argumentative, opinionated gathering place where eating was just an excuse to talk. For people who ate at Dubrow's, it represents a specific kind of New York culture that's gone, when strangers would sit together, argue politics over brisket, and call it a meal. Did you ever eat at Dubrow's and get into an argument with a stranger?